Hello and welcome to the MSPT online learning program, MSPT Lead Learning at your doorstep. I am Madhu Gudgunti, lecturer at Sri Siddheshwar Women's Polytechnic, Solapur. We will continue with the unit number 3, 8051 timers, interrupts, serial and parallel communication. At the end of this presentation, students will be able to write an assembly language program to send or receive data serially for given baud rate. So the contents of this presentation are introduction, baud rate calculation, step to transmit data serially, program to transmit data serially, steps to receive data serially, and program to receive data serially. So this is the concept map in which we can see we have to first learn the steps to transmit the data serially and receive data serially. After that we can program the data to transmit or receive serially. In microcontroller 8051, we have a serial communication capability built into it, thereby making possible fast data transfer using only few wires. So writing program for synchronous and asynchronous serial communication is possible, but programs can be tedious and long. So microcontroller 8051 chip has a built-in UART for serial data communication. The baud rate is the rate at which information is transferred in communication channel. The 8051 transfers and receives data serially at many different baud rates. In 8051, baud rate is programmable using timer 1. As shown in figure, the 8051 divides the crystal frequency by 12 to get the machine cycle frequency. So when crystal frequency is 11.0592 megahertz, the machine cycle frequency will be 9 to 1.6 kilohertz. The 8051's serial communication UART circuitry divides the machine cycle frequency, which is 99 to 1.6 kilohertz, by 32 before it is used by timer 1 to set the baud rate. When timer 1 is used to set the baud rate, it must be programmed in mode 2. So we will take one example that how baud rate is calculated. If crystal frequency is 11.0592 megahertz, machine cycle will be 9 to 1.6 kilohertz, and the frequency provided by UART to timer 1 will be 28,800 hertz. So as 28,800 hertz is the frequency which will be provided to the timer 1. To get the baud rate of 9600, we have to divide it by 3. So value minus 3 or FDH is loaded into TH1 to get 9600 baud rate. And in the similar way, we can calculate the values to be loaded into TH1 for the baud rate 4800, 2400 or 1200 as shown in table. So before going towards the programming, we will first understand the steps to transmit data serially. First of all, we will load the TMOD register with value 20H, which indicates the use of a timer 1 in mode 2 to set the baud rate. And after that, we can load a TH1 with the value to set the baud rate from the table shown in the previous slide. The SCON register is loaded with 50H, indicating the serial communication mode 1, which has 8-bit data framed with start and stop bit, and REN is enabled. TR1 is set to 1 to start the timer 1, and after that TI bit is cleared with using instruction CLR TI. The TI flag bit is monitored with the use of instruction JNP TI to see if an entire character has been transferred completely or not. And when TI is raised, SBOF has the byte. So to transfer the next character, we have to again go to the step number 5. So now we will try to write an assembly language program to transfer the letter A serially at 9600 baud rate continuously. Okay, so for this we have to load the TMOD register with value 20H, which will select the timer 1 in mode 2. After that we have to load the TH1 with value -3, which sets the baud rate as 9600, and SCON register is loaded with value 50H indicating the serial communication mode 1, and REN is also enabled. After that we have to run the timer 1, so set bit TR1 instruction is used here. So to transfer the character, we are using move sbuff comma hash a instruction, which will transmit the ASCII code of a into sbuff register, and we have to now wait for the transmission to be over by using the instruction JNB TI comma here. And when your TI bit will be set, you have to clear TI by using the CLR TI for the next transmission, and to continuously send this character A, we have to repeat this procedure, so we can jump to the again. So now we will try to write an assembly language program to transfer the letter YES serially at 4800 baud rate continuously. So here we need to transmit 3 characters. So all other steps will be same, like we have to load the TMOD register with 28. We have to again load the TH1 with the particular value for the baud rate 4800, that is -6. We have to load into TH1, and SCON must be loaded with 50H, which indicates the serial communication mode 1. And after that we have to set the timer to run a timer. And now we can transfer whatever character we have to send one by one into accumulator, and we can call the subroutine trans. In trans we are actually moving that data into SBUF from accumulator, and here in this subroutine we can check for TI. If it is not set, we will continuously wait for transmission to be over, and whenever it is set, we can clear it, and we can end the program. So these are the steps to receive data serially. First of all, again we have to load the TMOD register with value 28 indicating the use of timer 1 in mode 2, and TH1 is loaded with the one value to set the baud rate. After that we have to load SCON register with 50H indicating the serial communication mode 1 with 8-bit data framed with start and stop bit. TR1 is set to run the timer, and RI is cleared, and after that we have to monitor the RI flag with the use of instruction JNB RI to see if an entire character has been received or not. When RI is raised, SPUF has the byte to receive the next character. We again have to go to the step number 5. So now we will write an assembly language program to receive bytes of data serially and put them in port 1. Set baud rate as 1200 and 8-bit data and 1 stop bit. So first of all we will move tmod with 20H, so it will select the timer 1 and mode 2. After that we can load TH1 with value -12, which sets the baud rate as 1200, and again we have to load the SCON register with 58 indicating the serial communication mode 1, and set bit TR1 will start the timer 1. After that JNB RI comma here will wait for character to be received, and we have to move the incoming byte into accumulator by using this instruction move a comma SPOF. And finally we have to move this data into port 1 by using move p1 comma a. After that we have to clear it by using CLR RI, and to repeat this we have to jump to the here label here by using sjump here. So we have seen that in a microcontroller 8051, programming TXD and RXD to transfer or receive data serially is possible using timer modes. Now attempt the MCQ set for better understanding of the topic. Thank you.